Claressa Shields didn't wait around after Remy Ma released her diss track. According to people online, her response came almost immediately, like she was already paying close attention. Some even said it happened within minutes, which made the whole situation feel a bit suspicious to viewers. What really got people talking wasn't just the response itself, but how fast it came. The timing made it seem like Claressa was already watching everything closely and was ready to react the second something dropped. Because of that, many started questioning whether she had been keeping tabs on Remy, possibly even using a private or burner account. Social media quickly picked this apart. People began saying that kind of quick reaction doesn't usually happen unless someone is already deeply involved in the situation. It gave off the impression that she was more invested than she might want others to believe. At the same time, there's another side to the conversation. Some viewers feel like when there's no drama around Claressa, things get a little quiet. They say the tension and back and forth actually keep people interested, and without it, the attention drops. Then the focus shifted to her lifestyle. There are rumors she bought her brother a car, although that hasn't been confirmed. Not long after, she showed off a $200,000 Corvette, calling it her dream vehicle. She also mentioned owning an SUV and a Camaro, saying this new car feels like the final piece of her collection.
A lot of y'all don't know, but my dream car has always been a Corvette. A Corvette Z06 has always been my dream car since I was a little kid. Yes, it's always been my dream car. And I done sat in the car, y'all. Look at this. Look at this. Y'all got to be crazy to be playing with me like this. Oh.
Let's really break this down in a way that makes sense, because a lot has been happening at once and people online are trying to piece everything together like it's a puzzle. Right now, the focus is on Claressa Shields and how she reacted after Remy Ma dropped that diss track. The timing of Claressa's response is what got everyone talking. It didn't take hours or even a full day. It felt almost instant. Because of that, people started wondering if she was already watching closely, maybe even expecting something to drop. That kind of quick reaction made it seem like she was fully locked in, paying attention to every move. Once she started posting, the internet didn't miss a thing. Every message, every meme, every song choice got analyzed. People began asking if her response was emotional, planned, or maybe a mix of both. Some think she was defending herself, while others feel like she may have indirectly confirmed parts of what was said in the diss without actually saying it out loud. Then there's the bigger conversation about her online presence. When things are calm, people say her content feels quiet or even boring. But when there's tension, suddenly everyone is watching again. That's just how the internet works. Drama brings attention, whether it's good or bad. And right now, she's right in the middle of that spotlight. At the same time, her posts started showing a different side too. There were flashy moments, expensive cars, and lifestyle updates. People noticed her sitting in a high-end Corvette, talking about it like it was her dream ride. She also mentioned owning multiple vehicles already, which made it seem like she's reached a point where she's enjoying the results of her success. Some fans celebrated that, while others questioned if it was more about showing off. Then the conversation shifted again, this time to something more personal. There were comments about her learning makeup later in life, which surprised a lot of people. Online, many were confused because they're used to seeing that kind of thing start much earlier. That turned into a whole separate discussion, with people debating whether it even matters or if it's just another thing being overanalyzed. On top of that, older interviews started resurfacing. Clips where people claim she had to learn basic grooming habits later than expected added more fuel to the conversation. Whether those claims are true or not, they became part of the bigger narrative people were building about her. But the main focus always comes back to the situation involving Papoose. While Claressa has been active and visible, Papoose has stayed completely silent. No posts, no statements, nothing. That silence hasn't gone unnoticed. In fact, it's made people even more curious. Some think he's choosing to stay out of it on purpose, while others feel like his absence says more than words ever could. Meanwhile, Remy Ma's track continues to gain attention. The numbers are growing and people are still talking about the lyrics. That only adds pressure to the situation, because the longer it stays relevant, the more people expect a response. Claressa's way of responding hasn't been direct. Instead of calling names, she's been using posts, captions, and subtle messages. For example, she shared a song with a strong tone and followed it up with a meme that many believe was aimed at Remy. It wasn't obvious, but it didn't need to be. People picked up on it immediately. Then came the birthday post for Lemuel Plummer. And this is where things got even more interesting. On the surface, it looked like a simple celebration. But when people looked closer, they noticed the timing didn't feel random. This was happening right in the middle of all the drama. The photos she shared also raised questions. Some were normal, just industry moments. But others included scenes from past situations where she appeared more confrontational. That's what confused people. Why mix a celebratory post with images that carry tension? It made the whole thing feel like it had a deeper message behind it. In the comments, things didn't stay calm either. Some people supported her, while others called out what they saw as contradictions. One person pointed out that she had previously taken a strong stance in certain situations, but now seemed to be aligning with the same people. That kind of shift didn't sit right with everyone. Then Claressa responded directly, saying she's in love, which brought Papoose back into the conversation again. That one line created a whole new wave of reactions. Some believed her, while others questioned if things are really as solid as she's presenting them to be. Another thing people noticed is how often public image and reality don't always match. Online it can look like everything is perfect, but behind the scenes things might be very different. That's why so many people are questioning what's real, and what's just being shown for the internet. There's also talk about her connection to Zeus Network, and whether these posts are part of something bigger, like future projects or collaborations. Nothing has been confirmed, but the timing makes people wonder if there's more happening behind the scenes than we can see right now. At the end of the day, this whole situation feels layered. It's not just about a diss track or a quick response. It's about perception, timing, and how every move gets watched and interpreted. One post can mean 10 different things depending on who's looking at it. Right now, the internet is doing what it always does. People are picking sides, forming opinions, and building their own versions of the story. Some believe Claressa is standing her ground. Others think she's being strategic. And some feel like everything is being blown out of proportion. What's clear is that the attention isn't going anywhere anytime soon. As long as the music, posts, and silence from certain people continue, the conversation will keep growing. Now it really comes down to one question. Is this all just social media noise? Or is there something deeper happening behind the scenes that hasn't fully come out yet?
Such a real one. I know the procedure when somebody goes to prison. I know the procedure. So it was never about infidelity. When I came home and I went straight through that phone immediately. I know what was up. When I had to fight baby mothers at mother-in-law's houses on Thanksgiving, I knew that girl wasn't lying about what she was saying was going on. I don't like every time your current come up situation, I'ma drag you. And every time you bring your little girly self on here and saying something, I'ma drag you. Every time.
What happens when a heated altercation at the Bet Awards turns into an arrest? Remy Ma